This is a real YouTube channel. 100 videos published on a daily schedule. I didn't write them. I didn't record them. I didn't edit them, upload them, or schedule them. AI did the research. AI built the videos, and an agent, one that uses a computer the way a person does, published every single one. They are produced 50 at a time, and my total involvement in a batch of 50 is about 10 minutes. I tested this system in my previous NotebookLM video, and you asked for the full breakdown. So this is the whole machine, end to end, built part by part, so you could stand up your own. And the one question I know some of you are already typing, isn't this just AI slop? Stay for that one. It has a real answer. First, what you are looking at. The channel is called Not. It's an education channel for parents. Science-backed videos about childhood fears. Fear of the dark, dogs, school anxiety, nightmares. It exists because I am building a product in that space. Not is a cognitive behavioral therapy-based app that helps kids face their fears through play. And here's a line I want to draw clearly, because it matters. The app is not AI. It's built on evidence-based CBT, the therapy approach with decades of research behind it. What is run by AI is what you are seeing today, the content pipeline, the YouTube channel that teaches parents the science. Two different things. Keep that distinction in mind the whole video. Why I built the channel this way? Because I'm one person. This is one of several companies I run, and the channel that needs 100 researched, produced, published videos was either impossible or a function I could stuff with agents. I chose the second one. Here's the machine. Everything starts with research, and this is the part that answers the slop question later. So watch what actually happens before any video exists. There is a knowledge base. Agents build it from real sources, peer-reviewed psychology papers, pulled through Semantic Scholar, clinical literature, credible articles, and every source has to pass credibility standards before it gets in. Then, for every single video, an agent curates a dedicated set of sources, 3 to 15 of them, into one NotebookLM notebook, one notebook per video. For the second batch of 50 videos, that's 195 sources, mapped, attached, and logged. And here's my favorite rule in the whole system, the one that keeps it honest. Some topics parents genuinely search for, fear of fireworks, fear of escalators, fear of car washes, don't have dedicated clinical studies. The system doesn't pretend they do. Those scripts are framed on the closest real evidence. And there is a standing rule written into the plan: no fabricated statistics. Ever. If there is no honest number, the video doesn't get a number. An AI pipeline is only as trustworthy as the rules you built into it. So we built that one in. The video is grounded in its sources, not in whatever a model happens to remember. That's the difference between generated content and research content that happens to be produced by machines. Hold that thought for the slop question. Layer 2 turns a notebook into a video. Each video has a written generation prompt, topic, angle, what to emphasize, and a visual style. The styles are deliberate by playlist. The fear deep dives are papercraft. The little kid topics are soft and cute. The teen topics are anime style. The science explainers are whiteboard. NotebookLM's video overviews render it, narration, visuals, structure, grounded in that notebook's sources. The system writes each video's title, description, and text too. And the titles follow one rule baked right into the generation step. Write them the way a worried parent would actually type them at 2 a.m. Not something clever. Why is my child scared of dogs? That's the title. The searchable version comes out by default, because the rule lives in the prompt, not in my head. And the thumbnail, the system generates that too, following a short playbook I wrote for it. One focal point, an honest number if there is one, 3 or 4 big words, no clutter. The machine makes the image, I just own the rules it follows. So there is a finished video. Now the grind. Uploading, titles, descriptions, tags, playlists, scheduling, 50 times. Plenty of tools automate pieces of this. Bulk uploaders and schedulers exist. The difference in my system is that it's not a bulk upload tool I'm driving. It's an agent doing the whole chain end to end of the same pipeline that made the video, and I'm not in the loop. Meet Reggie, my Hermes agent. Hermes is an autonomous agent. Mine lives on a little Mac Mini and runs on its own. It works two ways, and the split is the interesting part. For the creative step, it drives the browser like a person would. It opens NotebookLM, generates the video from the notebook, and downloads the file. But for the publishing, the part that has to be exact 50 times in a row, it doesn't click around YouTube Studio at all. It talks straight to YouTube's own upload system through the official interface built for exactly this. It pushes the video and the thumbnail, sets the title, the description, the tags, the playlist, the audience setting, and the publish schedule. And then it checks its own work. Did the video process? Are the tags right? Is the thumbnail attached? Is it in the correct playlist? Is it set to publish when it should? 50 times. I'm not touching the computer. This is the part where I tell you what my 10 minutes actually is. It's not zero. I spend them entirely on strategy discussion. What topics, what rules, what changes each batch. That's real work and it's mine. But the research, production and publishing of 50 videos, that went from weeks of grind to about 10 minutes of discussion. Okay, the question some of you have been holding since the first minute. Isn't this exactly the AI slop content farm everyone's worried about? And about children's mental health of all things? It's the right question to ask. Here's my answer, and you've already seen the evidence for every part of it. Slop is what you get when a model generates content from nothing, at volume, with nobody accountable. This system is the opposite on all three counts. Every video is grounded in a notebook of vetted sources. You watch the source map. The system has a written rule against invented statistics. You saw it. And there is one accountable human, me, who owns the quality bar, reviews the work, and changes the system the moment something's off. The automation here isn't automating the thinking, it's automating the grind, the uploading, the formatting, the scheduling, so that one person can afford to put properly researched answers in front of parents who are searching for them at 2 a.m. If nobody makes that content carefully, parents get whatever there instead. I'd rather it be this. Step back once. What you just saw is one accountable human, a set of specialized agents, written rules, and a feedback loop, running a whole content function. That's not a YouTube trick. It's the same pattern I run my agency on, and it's the pattern I teach. I call it an agent-stuffed function. If you want to build a version of this, the architecture, how the research layer, the production layer, and the publishing agent fit together, is exactly what I document at Build Not Hired, a link below. And the missing piece, shorts, the one gap the system still has, that's the NotebookLM video if you haven't seen it. Here's what I actually want to know from you. If you handed your content pipeline to agents tomorrow, which part would you hand over first? And which part would you never give up? Tell me in the comments. I read everyone.